of you all have your children in Xplore Junior? Here. How many of you all have your children in Xplore? Okay. How many of you all here are in Xplore and in Xplore Junior? Guys, hello? No, not the parents, the youngsters. How many of you all are, okay. All right, okay. Okay. Coming back to really understand ascendants, you need to understand their journey. To understand their journey, you need to understand the journey of their parents. Okay. So I'm actually going to talk to you about, where's my slide? Okay. So this is my daughters. Many years ago, before they were ascendants, before I met ET Ideas. I did not meet ET Ideas before it was formed. Okay. Okay, sorry, they asked me to stand in a certain place here, can I? Okay. Okay, so I have two daughters, one named Hira, one named Harsha. Okay, and when Harsha was about a year old, I decided to separate from their dad. So I'm actually a single mom. Okay, so for the next many years, the challenge was me coping in as a mother and a father. But I had wonderful parents. So my parents helped me take care of them. And although your parents help you take care of them, right, you still have to do things. Whether you're a single parent or you got both parents there, you will see the challenges of life is there. Okay, you need to go to work. There's so many things you need to do. In addition to this, you have young children to care for. Okay, when your children were young, remember this, you wanted them to grow up. Why? They can bathe on their own. They can, it's like you can just tell them things, they can do the things on their own. You don't need to clear up after them. Correct? Okay? How many of you have got children below 5 years old? Only you, right? Only you think that, because those people all, once the children grow up, they realize, you know what? It is much more difficult working with teenage children. It's much more challenging. Okay? So what happened is, while this was going on, so here I'm being this wonderful mother doing all this thing. So I took my daughters to, I want my daughters to get the best in life, like all of you all, right? So I take them everywhere. So I take them to climb Kinabalu. This was before I met the Ideas. Huh? I was their platform, okay? So I take them to climb Kinabalu. Only one daughter because the other one too small. I scared she ping sun, okay? So all this was happening. But I was doing it on my own. It is challenging to do it on your own. My classmate actually told me about ET Ideas. But I'm a bit the Gale one, okay? I don't listen to what people say. One. Secondly, ET Ideas used to have their programs and all on Saturdays, Sundays. So for me, it was like, I was a very successful corporate person. I was a finance director. I spent a lot of my time traveling from different countries. So what I do, Monday I'll travel means Friday I come back. So Saturday, Sunday I spend with my daughters. Okay, this was okay. This was good. Until my daughter went to Form 1. Then I realized something. One day, sometimes I work from home. Okay, so I was at home. It was 12:50. Hira is still in the house, tying her shoes. So I said, hey, Hira, you don't need to go to school. The school, okay, I'm a very nice mother. So I bought a house very near the school. Really, you can ask them and see, this is all I did, okay? So they can just walk to school. They will take about 5 minutes to walk to school. So she said, no, not just start yet. 5 minutes more, I'll go. It made me realize one thing. If a child is happy in school, she will be in school earlier itself, right? Why is she still sitting here? So I was like, something tak betul ni, okay? Then I asked her, is everything okay? Guess what she answered? Parents of teenagers. What's your answer? Okay. Okay. I said, fine. Yeah, fine. Is there any issues? No. That's when I realized this girl, when she was in primary school, she will follow me around and talk to me, I go toilet, so they'll stand outside and say, Ma, you listening or not? Okay, they'll tell you all this. But now she's not saying this. So, what made me realize is, I am not so present in their life. because I'm busy. I'm just busy. I'm not so much there for them. But so I say, you know what shall I do? I wanted to do something on my own and something that involves my children. Okay? Remember, they will say this thing, right? Careful what you ask for. What you ask for, you'll get exactly that. I got more than that. Okay? I tell you how I got more than that. Okay? So I came to this ET Idea platform. For me, was like, unlike you all who came here for your children, I came here for myself. Okay? My children came for me. Okay? So when I came here for myself, I want to do this business. I'm from employee moving to doing a consulting firm. Not easy to do it on your own. So I came to this platform. I met Dilango, expecting him to give me some business coaching or something like that. You know what he did? He said, come for the talks. Come for my talks. Okay. His talks used to be every week. Then he'll say, I'm presenting here, or this person is talking here, come for this talk, come for that talk, come for that. I was like, hey, I already heard this talk, why you asked me to come? Remember, Madhura was talking about environment? He was actually asking me to come to the environment. But at that time, I don't know, but I follow. So I just come, I say, I heard this talk already, but he asked me to come. The rest of them will look at me like, that time ET Ideas was much smaller, so the rest of them will look at me like, who are you? What are you doing here? Okay. So as I came there, as I went for the talks, remember, your children are the closest to you. You will bring them with you. So I just brought them for the talk along. I did not at that time think, oh, these people are going to be ascendants. I didn't even think they're going to be anything. Okay? So what I will do is, I took them for the talk. First time I went for a talk, I didn't take them. Then when I went back home, Harsha was 11 years old. She asked me, so where did you go today, Ma? I said, I went for this talk. What was it about? She said. I said, no, you won't understand. Then she looked at me, she said, okay, if you think I don't understand, never mind. And I was like, hey, I was tired, that's why I didn't want to answer, okay? Then I realized, who am I to judge this, right? Okay, never mind. You know what? I said, Harsha, next week I'm going, you want to come with me, She said, okay. So I brought her along. Hira said, what, this is true story, Hira said, this spiritual talk call, you don't call me. How old were you then? 12, huh? Okay, she's 14, she got TV shows to watch, okay? She got important things to do, so she said, don't call me for this spiritual talk call. I said, okay, never mind. I didn't call. So I and Harsha went for the talk. We used to have it in Artisan Cafe. I don't remember this, right? Okay. So went for it. Right, parents are evil, right? Mom is evil. So what we did is, Hira likes cakes. So we took pictures of cakes and we sent Hira. And she said, for me? I said, you didn't come, right? So no cakes for you, lah. So the next week, Hira came because of the cake. Really, true story. Okay? So Hira came for the cake. But they will come every week. Sometimes it's very tiring for me because I stay in Kota Kemuning that time. The talks are in Plaza Central, middle of KL at 8 o'clock in the evening. Harsha's school finishes at 6:45. Okay, so I will put them in the car, stop in the Shell station, or my mother will tap out some food for them, they'll eat in the car. Okay, some days I will go like, by the time I reach there, I'll calculate mentally. By the time I go there, raining, some more jam, all the show will be, the talk will be halfway, no need to go. Then guess what? They told me things like, cannot, we need to go. This one Hira said, cannot, we need to go. We need to re-energize. I was like, true also, maybe okay. So as much as I started the journey, they kept me going. Okay, so we will go. Then sometimes I'll see, okay, my daughters are quite noisy. They ask a lot of questions. So they will be asking a lot of questions. Okay. Sometimes I'll see, because these children are tired, right? I'll see, Hira sit in the talk and she'll be sleeping. Okay, and I'll be like, sleeping? But she'll insist she wants to go. I say, okay, fine. So every week I used to bring them. This was Harsha was 11. Then Harsha became 12. Not yet become 12 yet. But when Harsha was in Standard 6, something happened. That means I did not ask them to do anything. They just come for the talk, come for the environment. They just follow me. That's all they did. Then when she was in Standard 6, she told me this. Next year, I want to go international school. I don't like the school system here. It's very restrictive, very boring. I want to go international school. So I looked at it and I said, hey, I just started Globetrotter Consultancy. If I put in them there and then I cannot afford it, I have to take them out. I don't want to do this. So I told my mentor, Ilango, he said, what he said? Be truthful. He said, go tell them. You know how difficult for me to tell my children that I cannot afford to do this, sir. He said, no, you just tell her that truthfully, this is it. It made me feel like I'm a bad mom. He said, no, you go and talk to her. So I went and talked to her. When I talked to her, she turned around and said this. You guys only said, right, you can set your mind and achieve anything you want. I'm going to get a scholarship and go to international school. I was thinking, Angola. So easy to get scholarship Angola. And that's what I thought. I didn't do anything. I didn't support her. I'm not like you all, okay? I didn't support her anything. I just did my stuff. Then she did what, every day after school, she will come. Every day after, they got the scholarship, that's the punchline, okay? Every day after school, they will come and she will come back and she will check all the websites. She will tell me, this one got this scholarship, this one got scholarship. Then I started getting interested. Your child tell you this every day, you will get interested. Then she'll go and play bola jaring. Harsha used to be a very skinny girl, okay? She's still a skinny girl, but she was a shorter skinny girl. So when she cannot tahan the bola jaring trading, she played for district, Klang district, okay? She cannot tahan, I said, quit Harsha. She said, how am I going to get my scholarship then? I was like, oh, she is more focused on her goals than me. Okay, fine. Then she can talk a lot, so she worked there for Klang public speaking and all. Okay, fine. Storytelling, finish. Then they made some mistakes along the way, okay? But in 6 months, then Hira asked me, so I go normal school, I say, yeah lah. Then she said, no, I also want to go for international school. So both of them set this goal. In 6 months, both of them got international school scholarship. This is the picture. See Harsha? Told you right, small girl. Okay? Her scholarship was worth 150,000. Hira's scholarship was worth 60,000 because it was for 2 years. She was already Form 4, Form 5. Okay? What do you think happened when this first goal was achieved? What do you think happened to them? What happens when you achieve something on your own? We all have achieved things, right? You're happy, but you now know, oh, confident. Oh, something works. I can set my mind and achieve anything I want. Okay? But to get there, you cannot force it, That means it has to come and it has to be their goal. I cannot give you a goal. Nah, you go achieve this. They won't achieve your goal. Then we are no different from school, right? Okay? So it was their goal. When they achieve it, then okay, fine. Then went on to, next slide. Okay. So then after that, once you have a first goal, you go on to the next goals. Okay? So my next challenge came when Hira was the best student in her entire school's history, and she got a number of scholarships. Guess what she did? You all know the story, right? She said, no. Why? Nothing in music. Picky somehow. Those days I'll just study whatever people ask me to study. Okay? It's okay. Then she said she wants to be a singer-songwriter. Okay? Then I realized that these are all my changing, defining moments. Okay? Then I realized I'm an accountant, and I have a master's degree. Okay? So for me, education is very important. You must study and you get to this. Okay? So for me, when I said, okay, you know what? You want music? We go to college, we teach you music. So I went and looked for colleges. We found out most colleges are teaching about music. Okay, so when it's teaching about music, then she asked me, I learned all this, do what? Become music teacher. I was like, true also. Then we went to UCSI, a bit more practical. She's already doing it with ETIDS. She's already performing, she already learned how to play all these instruments and all. She already can do this on her own. Her way of studying was different from mine. But my turning point in my thinking happened when just before she entered college, Ilango told me this. Why don't we get this Ableton software? The software is on free trial. It's a software used to compose music. She can sing, she can write songs already. Ask her whether she can compose the music. So he called Hira. He told her, can you compose music? Can you do this in the next 1 week? You know what she said? Okay. You know what I said? How? No need to go for class, is it? Then she said, what no? I Google. Lah. Okay, so that's what she said. I said, oh, okay. So within a few days, she came out with this song composed in a different genre. That's when I realized one thing. If you are a creative person, if you go into a system, you will get programmed as such. So when you come out, you will not be able to think outside of what is already done. Whereas youngsters naturally have this ability. If she wanted to be a doctor, I cannot do this DIY on my own. Okay, you need to go to medical school. But she wants to be a performing artist. How does performing artists learn? By performing, right? So I said, okay, you know what? She said, I'll do online courses. I said, okay, fine. You do online courses? Fine. Okay? But make sure you don't stay at home and do nothing. Guess what happened? Next one month, she stayed at home and do nothing. Then she got scolded. Okay? Then she started getting more involved with ET ideas. Then she, on her 18th birthday, she was interviewed by, what's the name? The Malay Mail. On her 18th birthday, she was interviewed by the Malay Mail, and the Malay Mail, the reporter asked her this. I was there at the interview. He asked her, what is your backup plan? She looked at me and asked me, what is that? I said, backup plan is something in case you cannot do this, you have something else to do. She looked at me and she looked at the reporter and said, why would you have that? If I am so sure I want to do this, I go and figure out until I get this done. If I have another plan, then I might as well go to the other plan. No need to worry with this. I was like, oh, makes sense, huh? Okay. I am not as convinced as her on her goals. Why? I come from an environment where artists don't make money, there's no future. I come from this. So what did I do as her parent? I keep quiet. I keep quiet and I talk to someone else in ET Ideas. Talk to my mentor. We happen to have all the same mentors. So I talked to Ilango and I said, this is all my fears. I don't want my daughter to become a penyanyi jalanan. Okay, he said, keep your fears to yourself. Because if I tell this to my daughter, what happens? We as parents are very, very influential. Whatever we say, even if it doesn't affect the child immediately, it will affect the child in time. And the child will come back and tell you it's like their idea. And sometimes we are just not aware. Okay, so this one I caught in time, I was aware. Okay, finish. Then Harsha speaks at conferences, TEDx and all. But you know how this thing happened? One day we all went for a conference. ET Ideas went for a conference. There's 11 of us. In this conference, because we are 11 of us, and you met that excited group at the back, right? We are an excited group wherever we go. So we get attention. They don't know who is who. They just go and talk to people. We say talk to people, they talk to people. This was before Ascendance was formed, or at early stages of Ascendance. Okay? So they go and we say, talk to the guy. Oh, he talked. Come back, he say, this one Coke CEO. I say, okay, fine. It's like they just were talking to people. They even had a picture with Vincent Tan. They went there. They didn't know Vincent Tan got bodyguards, So they just went there, talked to him. He called a reporter, said, take this picture, make sure it comes out. They came back after that and said, we took picture with this guy. You asked to take, right? You asked to go and say hello, right? We took picture with him. I think tomorrow's newspaper will come out. I said, sure, come out. Son is owned by him. Huh? Okay. No, he said he owned by his friend, but his son is owned by him. Okay. So they are, at that innocence, they are also not boxed up. That the fears we have, they don't have. I can't do this, but they can. Okay. My job was not disturb them, not to stop them, okay, to allow them to. So this was going on. Then at the end of that 3-day conference, somebody, they came up and say, can your team do a closing of this conference? Say, what was your takeaway? And we chose Harsha. Harsha was 14 years old then. She went on stage and she did her first 3-minute talk that got a standing ovation, where they had the hashtag, even the sky is not a limit, which is on the t-shirts now. That's how it started. That gave us the next opportunity, the next opportunity, the next opportunity. When Harsha was in Standard 5, not Standard 5, sorry, Form 5, that was the year, where's the next one? Next slide. Okay, so now you know, for some of you who do not know, Hira and Harsha are the members of Ascendance. They are the founding members of Ascendance. But what most people don't know is, the founding members of Ascendance was what, 10 of you all? There was 10 of you all then, right? Hira and Harsha was not the beginning founding members. They were supposed to write a book. So Ilango said, you finish the book only, you can join Ascendance. So they quickly finished the book. There was what, 7 of you all, is it? 6 of you all. There were 6 people who were founding members of Ascendance. Now, from that original 6 people, there's only Sanat and Madhura. And we are also learning. We are learning why some kids are successful, some are not. Almost all kids are smart. Okay? If they are not smart, means they haven't come out yet. They haven't figured out what they want to do yet. They haven't engaged yet. So we begin to see why these kids are not. Okay? So from the others who later went on to do other things, normal things, go to college, then they stop coming, they're more interested in their friends, they don't come here. They gave up the mission of Ascendance. When I look at the difference, Madhura and Sanat, their parents are ETID associates. Madhura was, okay, unlike my children who were the ones asking a lot of questions, Madhura will sit one corner, hoping nobody sees her. Okay, her mother will drag her. She came because her entire family came for the talk. Okay, she just like, what do I do, stay at home? So she just came there. For many weeks, many, I don't know, months is it? For almost a year, until she realized, okay, what, I'll join, we will form Ascendance. Ascendance originally was an e-book marketing team. Just like AHA Merchandise, just like what other teams you all have, Creative Captains. It was just a team. Okay? So the rest of them quit Ascendance over the next few months because having a company is a full-time job, you know. It's a real job. Okay? So Hira and Harsha also joined them, and what we realize in the Ascendance formation is that when your child is not engaged yet, it's actually much easier. You know why? You just bring them for the Sunday talks enough. When your child get engaged in a project, it is so much more commitment on you. You know why? Now, they have a full-time job. You have a full-time job. They have school. There is so many things. Some of you all as parents have experienced it. Where's my children? They are not at home. Saturday, Sunday, they're not at home. Night, they're not at home. When I used to bring the talks, and eventually it became like every day. Okay, remember? Madhura showed the 1%. 1% not going to take you anywhere. It has to be more, and your parent has to be involved. So when I was doing this every day, you know what my mother told me? What kind of mother are you? School night, you're taking your child out. I had to be the in-between person between my mother and my children. Okay? If not, what will happen? If I wasn't aware of what they are actually doing, what would happen? I'll just stop. And many youngsters have stopped doing what they love doing, even in this platform, because exam time cannot come. Then 1 month you don't come. What they don't understand is they come here for the exam time and they're actually studying here. It's the environment that gets them more focus. Okay. You heard about me, you heard about Hira, Harsha. This is a photo of them winning the Diana Award. This year they won a Diana Award, which is an international recognition for the work Ascendance is doing. So they're getting international recognition. So you have heard about me sharing about Hira and Harsha. You've heard about Madhura. Madhura's mom is not here, so I'm sharing on behalf. Okay, but Sanat's mom is here. Sanat's mom is Rani here, and Rani has a challenge. She stays in a family where there's so many people. Okay, and both her children. So that's an environment by its own, really. It's a world on its own. You go there, you can disappear inside there, okay? Then she has both her children involved in this, which also takes a lot of commitment from her, right? How do you manage, Rani? Can come here. The video recording, they say, must come here.
Hi. Hi, I'm mother of Sanet and also Maha. Handling these two kids. One is at the, you have two teams, isn't it? Xplore Junior and Xplore, Normal Xplore. So these two group of people with me. So handling these people every day is something that's something different in my life. First, I talk about Sanet. Okay, Sanet is full-time with ET Ideas. He is full-time with Ascendance. He leaves my house at around 9 o'clock in the morning, and night, I don't know what time he will come back. Maybe around 10:30, 11, 12, that's the time he will come back. Okay? If your kids is outside from 9 until 12 and 7, every day, including Saturday, Sunday, public holiday, what will be your thinking? It's a very, the only long time waited baby some more. You'll be worried, isn't it? But I don't have that in me. Okay? First thing, because I know he is with the right people, in the right environment, and he's doing what that he passionate about. Number two, I believe so much in him. Okay? So what I believe is, once he come back every day, night time, he will stop his car. I can hear, I won't sleep until he come back. Even hour late also. The moment he opened the door, I know he's coming ready. He'll straight to come to my room. He'll knock the door. He'll put the bag. And he'll lie down next to me and he'll talk to me. Okay? What we talk, he'll tell whatever happened the whole day. Okay? So after he tell that, then only we will go to sleep. Every day this will happen. So actually, he update what he's doing every day. So I also not worried. And then I also not worried about what is going to happen in next future and all that. So by doing that, we become very close. Okay, whatever he tell, I believe, because I know I've given him the right way of thinking and telling the truth. He's always very truthful for himself. He tell whatever. Even he meet any girls in the halfway also, he'll come and tell, Ma, I meet this girl, Lama. Very nice, la, very beautiful, exciting, Lama. Everything he will tell me. So we are that close. And that closeness comes because we spend time together. Okay? And I know those people who are in ET Ideas, those parents who just came in, when your child go back home late, I don't know whether you are talking to them or not. Most of the parents, they're busy with their own life, own work and all that. So they won't communicate. The problem here is you are not communicating with them. And today's child, they won't come and talk to you directly telling, oh ma, this happened. They will never ever, especially those teenagers. You stop them and ask them, if from the 100%, they will tell you 1% or 2% only. They won't tell the whole thing. That's the time you'll get frustrated and you'll think, what la this boy, just simply going out and never telling me what is happening. And finally, I don't know what he's doing. Okay? The moment you pay attention to what they talk, then only they will open up. If I think many of the parents here, if you're worried about people coming for Ascendance and going back every time, they're not spending in with the parents and all that. The only thing they need is you spend some time and listen to them. You don't need to talk to them also. Listen to what they say. They got a lot of ideas. They got a lot of innovative things to share, but they won't share because they feel it's no point. Okay? You're not going to give them any support. We don't need to do anything. Just listen to them. No need to give feedback also. The moment you spend more time, then this will happen. And he is very clever. How he do? He will fix appointment for breakfast with the father. Okay? Both of them will go out. Sometimes I feel very jealous also. He don't take me with him. Both of them will go for breakfast. Then he will update his father. Okay? That is one son. I also have another one in the Ascendance Juniors. That Xplore Junior, my daughter. She is now in Form 4. So she's following the junior program. And she's, I think, even packed busy compared to Sanet. And last year she did a PT3. She got a straight A for whole the school best student. She was selected and all that. We go for the award and all that. But how she study when she is so busy, then the question is answered just because we give them the support. Support means what? She every time when she come for the tuition classes, she won't miss the tuition classes. She will come for the meeting here at 3 o'clock, then take LRT, come back. By sharp at 7:30, she will be in my center for the tuition. Then after she finish, in between she will have the 15 minutes break. At that 15 minutes break, she will take the phone, then she will text all the job, whatever she need to done, and then after that she go for the next class. Okay? Sometimes I feel very tired to see her. She's so packed. She's doing so much of work. But yet, she's energetic. She can do a lot of things. Actually, we are the one we thinking, our kids, if they're too tired, don't time to sleep and all that. No. Actually, they know how to handle themselves. They got to have the energy to do it. They only need us, give them some support only. Okay. When it comes to exam, yes, many parents, I know in ETID especially, many parents come and complain to me, exam coming, they're coming here, spending time, no time to go back, no tuition and all that. Yes, my daughter also doing the same. But when exam time, she sometimes will take break. But she won't take break like not coming at all, not saying anything. She will communicate with the leaders or whatever job that she need to do, but she will take break and she will study. Then I asked her, why you think that your study is so important now? And then she said, if I didn't do well, ascendant will break my head. They'll tupran me nicely. And just because most of the successful people here, she want to show off. She is something like that also. She want to take care of her self-pride also. So she will study. Even until 2 o'clock, I will go and sleep. She will sit and study. The next day she will do the exam. After that, after I come back from school, immediately Monday, take the bag, she will go and do the work. Come here and sit and do the work, and she will study also. I have never seen a school teacher complain on her homework. She never do. Because she prepare everything. Her project, she is the one, number one, go and submit. And I have never helped her to do anything about it. Because she thinks her job is her responsibility. She thinks her study is her responsibility. And she always, no need to tell her. Like last Deepavali, I fell down, I had a break here, then my hand cannot use at all. Then I told her, I cannot do because we are having open house and all that. She said, don't worry Lama, I will be there for you. Then she didn't go to school because exam finished already. Every day, she will wake up early morning. She will help me to do the quick everything, house cleaning, everything. Sharp 3 o'clock, she will Monday, and then she will ask me, can you stand me to LRT? Then she will go, come here, and then work with them. Then night time, she will come back, sleep. The next day, she will wake up and she will continue. Just because she knows that she need to help me. Thanks a lot, Maha. She was very handy, and she helped me all the way. But yet, she never let go the works. Okay, AHA Merchandiser is doing a lot of things. I think she's the main person there. And every time, she'll be in the phone. Okay, I know many of you, if your kids is always in the phone, what the first thing will come? Something wrong with this girl already lah. Some teenage girl. But I don't have the fear. I know what she's doing, with whom she is doing, what are the jobs she's doing. Because every time ascendants have meeting like this, I will be there with them. Okay, every time when ascendants don't have place to do, they will do it in my center. Actually, I no need to be there also. I'll come early, then I'll sit them. I'll get to know all the friends. So when I know who are they, then I don't mind letting her to go. Even she never come back for a whole day, and she say, I want to spend time with my friends, or maybe I will put up with my friends. I don't mind because I know the parents, the friends' parents too. So there is no worries there. And ascendant make my job become very less. Now I got more time to spend with my business. Now I got more time to spend with my parents and also with the big extended family that I have. Because they are already in the right platform. They are already with the right people. So I don't need to worry about so much. That's all. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you to Rani, but before you can fully understand what Rani say, you must know who's Rani. Okay, Rani was one of those people who worked with Ilango before ETIDS was formed. Okay, so she set up a tuition center, and a tuition center is Pusat Tuition Sri Makmur, and her fame, it is a very popular tuition center because many of the students do well. Why? She has this, in addition to teaching tuition, she also has goal setting methods for them. So they do well in their exams. So this has worked for her. You understand, right? Okay, when something has worked for you, it is not difficult to be okay with your children being there. So it's no brainer for Rani. For me, I had to, a bit more on my this one. But there are many other parents, there are a few other parents, and for us, this happened many years ago. So we can't really remember the first challenges we faced. Now we are enjoying the fruits. Okay, now we are enjoying the fruits of the sacrifice we had earlier. But in the beginning, first of all, you will send your kid, you'll see it's not doing anything. Okay, first of all, you see that, you tension. Somehow they'll be on their phone. Okay, but the thing is, keep sending. But you think that's the problem, That's not the problem. The problem is when they start engaging, then it becomes even more chaotic. Okay, so let me remember the boy just now, Prunel, who shared. Okay, Prunel and Bianca, he and his sister, plus another four of you all, is it? Okay, another 4 of you all. Prunel is thinking, how many people? Okay, okay, there's 8. There's 8 of you all. Okay, so 8 of them came up with this idea to have a news channel by youngsters for youngsters. Essendon's work in 20 schools. So they actually have the platform to launch this. Okay, so that's what they're working on. But Prunel is 12, Bianca is 11. The biggest problem is they cannot drive. Wait. They cannot drive, number 1. Number 2, you cannot even ask them to take LRT because they're so young. If your child is at least 17 or 18 or 16 or even 15, you can say, okay, take LRT. Call me when you get there. 11 years old, 12 years old, how? Cannot ride. So let's call the father. He thanked his father, right? Let's call the father to share why he thanked you.
Hi, my name is Pierre. Okay, I'm Prunel's father, Prunel Bianca's father. Okay, what am I supposed to talk about, actually?
When they started getting very busy, right, you have a business to run. Okay, why I asked him to share is, I remember him talking to me one day and getting really fed up and say, you want me to focus on my business or you want me to focus on their business? Okay, and then what happened?
Okay, it was actually the first time because we run our own confinement center. We have our own confinement business. We're running it, and at the same time, when our kids have this, they're doing kaboom and everything, and then they have frequent meetings and outgoing things to do. So sometimes I cannot meet their requests because I'm busy with my business and I'm running here and there. At the same time, my kids, they have their own things to do. So what happens is sometimes I have to sacrifice all my work or give it to someone else to just take care of it, and then I have to run all the way behind them because they are young. They are too young to travel by their own. And sometimes I have to just sit there for hours waiting for them. I think some of you all have seen me sitting there on a staircase, chatting on my phones, doing things. And this is what happens most of the time. But after a period of time, I started to understand them because I saw a lot of changes in them. Because they were normal kids like everyone. They were the playing kids, I don't give them phone. I've never given them phone, never given them play. I think only this year they are used the phone that I just bought for them. So they only play in playgrounds, cycling, like all normal kids, catching, whatever they do. That's all they do. And I saw a total transformation after coming to the Xplore Junior. They were different kids, whereby I can sit down and talk to them like adults. They can give you ideas. They even gave me a lot of ideas to improve my business. So that all those things came from Xplore. Actually, thank you all for that. You all did a good job, great job. Thank you. Okay, what's the next question? Is that all?
No,
okay, thank you.
Give Pierre a hand. Okay. I did not coach the parents. You can see, right? I didn't coach them. Okay, I just told them this morning, can you help share? They say, share what? I say, when I call you, you share. Okay? Okay? Okay. So this is one part of it. Organizing your work, their work, and basically what we told here is, talk to them. Tell them, you don't have to do everything they ask you to do. Talk to them and say, I have this, you guys have this, which one do we need to do? And that worked really well. Because suddenly they realize, oh, they are responsible. And they also schedule their time. Sometimes they will also say, never mind, you know what, I'll arrange transport with someone else. So Madhura will pick, or they will carpool. You will really see your children, when they want to do something, they are very resourceful. Okay? But before they want to do something, you cannot force them. You cannot give them assignment. You can give some assignment, but they won't really do it. Okay? So once they are engaged, they will fully do this. But then, Sanat is 20, yeah? 19. Sanat is 19, Hira is 20, Harsha is 17. So it's like, Rani and I have been in this environment for a while. We know what it is and all. We have forgotten, right? But when your child first starts a Kaboom team is more interesting than their school, you know. Correct? Then what happens to them? And as a parent, what do you do? This one must call the mother. So we have Kalai here.
Okay, hello everyone. Okay, I'm Prunial Bianca's mother. Okay, it's a privilege to introduce yourself as a mother to the kid, and I'm very proud of them. I actually, when they said that, I actually same like Valsala, I came to ETI Ideas for myself, and now I'm after I saw that the positive environment and all that, I decided to enroll my kids with Ascendant, and now the main reason I'm staying here is for my kids. I forgot why I came. Actually, I came for myself. Now I'm staying like 90% of it is for my kids, because I want to see them to enjoy whatever they do. I think I didn't hear the word of like follow your heart for past 20 over years. I'm going to be 40, so this word has gone from my dictionary from my life and all that. So when I hear them saying follow your heart, kind of word like passion, a long lost word, all these, like I was so excited. I think as an adult, right, most of us already lost all these in years to come, and then you just have to live your life with the balance of your life like that. I was also same person. So when I didn't want my kids to go through whatever I went through, so I'm happy. I see them very happy, because when they came back and told me that we had started a media channel called Kaboom, and they were excited. I was afraid, media channel, you all are just 12 and 11, what are you all going to do? So, and then they were like, the Kaboom, I don't know what actually they did. They bombed the handphone that I gave them. They bombed the laptop, the only laptop we had to do our business. They bombed everything. So, yeah, it was a rough journey, but still sometimes, I will call Valsala and ask her, then she will be like, okay, stay with them, support them. You know, that's the most important thing that I think that they really need the support of the parents. And like what Valsala asked me to share about that education, right? They are very excited, because when I ask them how's Ascendant, they'll say that it's exciting. You know, they can stay in Kota Kemuning. We go to Kota Kemuning most of the time, Ascendant HQ. They can be there from morning until night. The first time when Prudel went out and came back at 9 o'clock, I was like, where's my son? You know. So, but the thing that you have peace is, you know what type of people they are mixing. There's no chance for them to like go out of the track. I'm very happy with Ascendance and an environment. Then it's like they're excited about whatever they are doing. And now she's like not really focusing on her academy and all that, because you can't blame them, because this is more exciting and all that. But she was very truthful to me. She came and told me that, you know what, I know that I did not study properly for this term because I was like too busy with that, but I will try to balance my life and try to balance things. it's amazing for her to like come and tell me, the word that truthful, I'm being truthful to you, so that of course it's a tactic for not getting scolding, of course. But I do understand. I think if we are not in with ET ideas, I will not understand. You don't come and tell me, this truthful thing, then you never study. Definitely, I would have said these things to her if I was not in this environment. So I understand for her to being truthful. I know that she's learning because I'm learning as well. Being in ET ideas, right? We always learn. Every day is a new journey. So I'm 40 and I'm still learning. So she's only 11. So it's okay for her to learn. It's okay for her to make mistake. I don't want to create a perfect life around her. It's okay. She will be fine. Thank you, Ascendants.
Okay, I don't like to use this mic because the moment I use this mic, only I'll get nervous. Okay, I'd use the other one means okay. Okay. The point I'm making is, it is okay. Madhura mentioned in the first half, right, what Essence is doing. Okay, so it is not a training program. It is not something that you can treat it. You get what you want from this platform. So if you want your child to be confident and speak publicly and this one, also can. You get that. But Essence is more than a training program. It's a platform that enables your child to grow and live their life as they want. So it's not something that happens for a month. It's not something that happens for a year. It is for as long as they are in that platform creating an alternate reality, the reality that they want. But they can't do this without you. Because if you are not in this reality, you are in the world out there, you will not understand what they are saying. You want to, but you won't. So you need to step into their reality. You need to be much more engaged. So first question to ask is, what do you want for your child? If you want them to be successful people doing the normal things they are doing out there, which many of you all are actually not doing the normal things out there. That's why you all are here. Okay, and you know your children are different. If your children are already here, they already are different. They are already here to do bigger things. Okay, if you're not, and not all parents are here. If you are here, chances are you are also not living the norm life out there. You are already doing things differently. So it's for you to be in this platform so that you also, it's a journey together. So a lot of the conversation today was about the Xplore Junior participants. Is a platform for them to do anything they want. What's the difference with Xplore participants? Some of you all are parents of Xplore participants. Okay, Xplore participants are older. They only found ET ideas when they are somewhere 18 to 25. So they are around this age. They have already gone to college, they are already working and all. Then they realize, you know what, I don't like that life there. I want to do something different. So they find us. When they find us, they also go through the same journey. That means first they also come. Just talk to us, not do anything much for a few months. But later they get engaged. The key is to keep on coming. Okay? Once they get engaged, they start working on projects. They eventually become a support for Ascendants. Okay. I have 2 daughters in Ascendants. I do a business for myself, for my family. Ascendants is building a platform for the younger generation. They are not making money from Ascendants. Okay, whatever proceeds go into Ascendants, they get an allowance for their food and their petrol. Everything else is kept aside to build remember the school they want to build? the school that they want to build and give the education that Madhura mentioned, private tutoring and all these things for the people who are really engaged and want to become the nation builders. Okay? Each of them have their own careers. They are making money from their own careers. Hira earns about 3K. Hira is not 20 ringgit. Hira is 20 years old. She earns about 3K. She teaches performance-based music. Okay, she hasn't achieved her goals yet, but she's self-sustaining. Okay, they manage this, and that's what they're teaching the kids as well. Okay, that's one. For the older Xplore participants, you do well in what you're passionate about. Let's say you like digital marketing. You work with someone who's already doing that. It's a business incubator. There are people doing many businesses and all. But they are not only focused on the business, but they also focus on building the young. So they are working with them. You figure it out. You make money from this. What happens to you? What happens to these youngsters? If your aim is just to make money, this is the wrong platform. If your aim is to make money, I grow and I build others, then this is the platform. Okay? And that's what your kids are doing. They are here discovering themselves, but at the same time learning how to work as a team, learning to care more than themselves. Doing all the things in our own busy life, we somehow have missed it out. So we're giving them, go back to that. Okay. For a lot of y'all, I've actually said that join the platform. So now y'all ask me how, huh? Okay. There's two ways to join the platform. We actually thought about it. We have adult programs. We suggested that to many parents, but we realized parents are very busy. Okay, so when they're busy and for them to, like Pia and Kale run a business. So they are in our business program where they take their business to the next level. That's what they thought, but they realized the whole thing is about their own self, their relationship with their kids. In addition, the business is like side dish. But when they do all these things, the business grows. Okay? That's how we work. But they had a reason to come for this. I had a reason because I want to start a business. But most of y'all are already successful where you are. So you don't need to join ET Ideas as a certain program. So one of the things we have come up with is, next year, January, we have come up with a workshop conference 2 days event. Can pass the flyers. Huh? Okay. This is not only for parents, but highly recommended for parents so that you be part of it. Just a few minutes. Okay. The 2-day conference, why we have designed it is, Ilango doesn't do many of the workshops. This 2-day conference workshop style, okay, our conference, we call it conference lah, but it'll be a lot of workshop style, okay? For you to see, firstly, what Ilango will be talking about is, how did he form Ascendance? That's one. And if you open up the page, you will see there are 12 speakers. Each speaker covers a certain area of business or life. Okay, we have the first speaker is Edward, right? Okay, we have Edward who will be the first speaker. He will be talking about technology. How is technology impacting the future, your kids, as well as yourself? So the conference is not only for your kids. It understands what the kids is doing, understand how they are programmed. It gets you into ET Ideas environment. But it also helps you do whatever you're doing better. The second speaker is who? Huh? Okay, Kasturi. Kasturi, okay, every one of them have stories and I don't have the time to say about it. Kasturi also started as an employee with a lot of debts. She moved on to be the co-founder of a group of companies called Kitam. Kitam Berhad, Kitam Holiday, Kitam Resources. Okay, she is talking, but she has a 1-year-old daughter. Okay, she has a 1-year-old daughter and she will be talking about, okay, how is she programming the child? How is she impacting her child? How is she balancing both? And then we have Hui Ting. Hui Ting is a speaker in terms of health. Cannot neglect your health, right? You neglect your health, you're a bad example to your kid. Okay, so she's talking about health, she's talking about stress, mental health. Some of you all are working somewhere. So Saranjit, in 4 years, Saranjit moved from, he got 4 promotions and he got a increment of 76%. I overheard him telling somebody. And I was like, hey, why you never tell me this? Okay, he also has a 1-year-old child. Okay, so how's he doing this? Okay, basically it's like, remember Madhura said 1% of the environment. Ascendance ETIDs is one environment, but the family is the environment. So it's the family itself transforming to become the environment. Then I have Joyce Lim. Okay, Joyce will talk about managing finances. We are teaching kids to manage finances, but who do they learn from? Their own parents. That's the if I know all this, right, before I had kids, I won't have kids. It's too much of a responsibility. Really, it's like everything you do, they'll follow what you do. No. Not whatever else that you tell them. They'll follow what you do. So if you are good at managing money, what happens? Your child is good at managing money. You are not? Then you need to know, you need to work on yourself, then only the child will follow it. You cannot preach things to your children without you doing it. So we have many speakers. Okay, thank you, Kali. Then we have Harsha. Harsha will be talking about how she is creating her own career. This is very important because soon if your child comes and say, I want to do this, you will have a lot of challenges. I can tell you that. You will need to know that you are having the challenges, not the child. And you will need to know who do you come to. Okay, that's one. Then the other one is Genghis. Okay, Genghis is someone who plays chess and now has a chess school. So he converted his passion into his business. Another speaker will be Ganesan. Ganesan is Sanat's father. So he will also be saying, how did he do all this successfully? How did he guide so many students to success? And now his son is doing that. At the same time, remember I said, it is very, very time consuming, not so much money consuming, time consuming to be Ascendant's parents. You can ask Ascendant's parents. Okay, it's very, very time consuming. You know, Pia asks, right, do I run my business or do I run their business? That's the question I constantly ask. Do I focus on this? Do I focus on that? Until they can do things on their own. Okay, so Ganesan is another speaker. Then we will have Ascendants themselves sharing on how they are. It's a 2-day conference. That's why we can do so many things. It's a 2-day conference. The next day, Ascendants will be sharing how are they engaging the youngsters. Okay, and the third and the final, this one will be, the overall thing will be done by Ilango and me. How are we engaging? Yeah. Okay, I did not, I'm not Ascendant's mentor. I'm one of Ascendant's mentors, but I did not mentor Ascendants to be who they are now. I helped. Okay, like Ganesan and me and Rani, we helped. But we didn't do this because it is super difficult to mentor your own children. They won't listen. They won't listen. They listen to another mentor. You will think, I told that right, but they will listen to someone else. Okay, so Ilango will be sharing how was Ascendants created, how he got them to become Ascendants. Because some of your kids are actually in that process. But the process is not smooth, Like what Pia and Kale said, the process has a lot of obstacles. Sometimes you'll see them swing the other way. From hardworking Sunny, you will turn this side ready. But you only can understand this if you go into the journey of change. Only when you are experiencing change, you realize change is difficult. Then you are more understanding to your child. That's what we're trying to do. Get you to experience the change. At the same time, if you want to create your own career, fine. You also can create, you want to change your career, you want to do well in your business, that will happen too. But our main focus is for you to support your children. Okay. I've run out of time, right? I've run out of time. Okay, I got a lot of people telling me I run out of time. I told them I don't want to speak. So they say, for a while only, now I run out of time. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. Some of you all have questions. do stay back and ask me the questions. You can ask Rani. Ganesan is there. Ganesan, say hi. Okay, Ganesan is there. You can ask Ganesan. You can ask Kalei, Pierre, and you can ask all of Ascendants or yeah, that's it. You can ask us questions, okay? What I want to leave you with is your child will get what you want from here. So you need to know what you want from here. You want them to be confident, you want to be this one, you will get that. You want it to be like a platform where they learn some skills, they will get. But if you want them to have this wow thing, they cannot do it without you. Okay, the only ones who go really wow, either their parents are in ET ideas or their auntie uncles are. Like Varshan, right? Varshan's son is cousin. Ganesan has adopted him and put him in his house. Correct, right? Okay. So, but nothing like the parents involved. Your auntie uncle also, auntie uncle can do 50% lah, but nothing like your parents. I don't know whether, okay, Harsha is a conference speaker. They did the earlier conference. When at that conference, before the conference started, I was upstairs having breakfast. She came up there to me. She asked me this, Ma, I'll be okay, huh? I said, yeah, sure, you'll be okay. Then I gave her a hug, then she went. They just because you are their parents. That's all. That's it. Okay. So if you can help Ascendants, remember that's a flyer on a New Age Learner. You don't need to send your child anymore for New Age Learner conference. They are support team. They are running this conference. Okay. But you can let other parents know. Because there are many people who don't know about this platform, you can let other parents know. The ET Ideas conference, if you can come for it, come for it. You can also share this with others. Okay? Anything else? Okay. Thank you. Huh? Oh, okay. Thank you, Madhura. Okay. Remember, I had the colors practical just now. Okay. Why did I do that? It's just to demonstrate you see life from the lenses you are wearing. Okay, if you saw yellow, because the lens there was a yellow lens, it's actually a white light. Okay, but some of you all saw yellow, some of you all saw blue, some of you all saw green. In this journey your child is going through, you are still seeing from that color. Okay, the only way you can support your child really is to be able to recognize that you are seeing it from this level, this color, and take it out. Not easy to take out the lens. Talk to one of us. Okay? If you talk to your child, what happens? What happens if you talk to your child instead of talking to one of us? You put the lens in for the child. Because once you put in, very difficult to take out already the lens. But if you talk to us, you're like, okay, let me do this. Okay, we do this. That's what P and Kale is doing. That's what Rani and I and Ganesan and all did before. That's what, okay, I'm just mentioning a few parents. There are other parents doing this as well. Okay? And thank you so much. Have a nice day and see you all again in next parents meeting.